Housing is a human right, and there are no minimum separation distances with respect to transitional homes or group homes, and so that is clearly a mistake.
And that mistake will stop this mansion here on Jarvis, north of Wellesley, from being turned into a transitional home for older women. Councillor Wong-Tam says a technicality is now threatening to displace 24 vulnerable women who were supposed to move in here. Now they may be left with nowhere else to go.
I think there was a technical error there, and that technical error needed to be clarified, and unfortunately it wasn't clarified in time.
The vision was to transform 512 Jarvis Street into a transitional home for 24 women over the age of 55 who are experiencing homelessness. That dream is now on hold after a city committee denied the application to renovate the heritage building. Among the reasons cited, the changes aren't considered desirable for the development and the variances were not minor. Wong-Tam believes there was a technical error in the way the application was evaluated.
The fact that city planning allowed this application to go through the Committee of Adjustment says that they agreed that the application was minor in nature, and that's why it was permitted to go through. I think the committee members felt that it was better going through a rezoning application.
But that different process would likely take longer and cost more for the applicant. The social service agency Fred Victor supports low-income and homeless people in Toronto. They submitted the application to renovate the site, doubling the occupancy from 12 to 24 self-contained units. But the committee's decision is a major setback. The women in the program are supposed to move out of this TCH building by the end of the year, as it is set to undergo major renovations. Now it's crunch time for Fred Victor, who is planning to appeal the decision. That could take months.
Unfortunately, because these systems are so clogged and busy, apparently we won't get to the local appeal board before December. You know, to see that fall apart would, I think, really be disappointing on a number of levels.
The project was also met with opposition by some residents, but with a housing crisis in the city, Wong-Tam is calling for a more unified planning process when applications like these are reviewed.
City planning has to be clearer the next time round because I think it has big impact. I don't think that we should allow technicalities get in the way of housing expansion, especially housing expansion for affordable options.
Fred Victor wants to avoid placing the women in shelters, so in the meantime they're also working on a contingency plan to find temporary housing for them. On Jarvis, north of Wellesley, I'm Faiza Amin for City News.